Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video by me, Adam. And today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's not a speed build, it's not going to be sped up whatsoever. I'm going to show you how to build a modern fountain. I've actually never built this fountain before, so I'm going to wing it, but hopefully this gives you some idea of how to build a modern style tropical fountain within Planet Zoo. All done in real time, so you can see my thought process and my building techniques. So let's get straight into this. I hope this video helps you guys and girls a lot. I know when I first started playing Planet Zoo, building stuff like this was a bit of a struggle for me, so I'm hoping if I show you lovely guys and girls how to build stuff like this, it will help you implement these ideas into your zoos. So let's get plaster down. Plaster is my favourite thing to use, especially when it's for modern. We'll make sure it's nice and lined up even like so. Let's drag it over, let's get it in the corner like that. It needs to rotate a little bit. So now we've got our grid piece down. Don't worry about the paths, it doesn't have to be totally aligned with the paths, because we are going to cover most of the pathing with the actual pieces, because your guests can't walk through floor pieces, so don't worry about that. Let's do 8 by 8, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Doesn't have to be this size exactly, you can do whichever size you want. So we want to turn this to our colour white. That looks much better. Let's advance move this, press X. Let's get this lined up a bit. And then let's get it moved down so it's just above the path, so it looks like it's actually part of the pathing. That'll do. And now what shall we use? We'll use a circle piece, I think. Let's turn this to white again. Where's the colour? Right, let's place it down first. There we go. Right, that's too far forward, so let's move that back one. So it's just in the centre of our originally placed grid. Perfect. And now we're going to get this one. Actually, we're going to get a taller one, I think. Let's delete that. We'll have it joining in here like so. It's a bit too wide, so let's bring it in one. Like that. Let's bring this side in so it's lined up nice and perfectly. Okay, now we want the smaller piece. I am just winging most of this. I had an initial small plan in my head of how I wanted it to come out looking, but most of what you see of me building here is me actually winging it, and sometimes that comes out the best way in my opinion. Okay, so we've got the initial foundation in, I think. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good, like so. We're going to have a little seating area on the opposite sides. We need another one of these. Bring it up. Just fill these out, cap them off at the top. Same. Actually, we're going to keep that one like that. That's going to be like that. We're going to delete these front two. And we're going to add some glass. So let's type glass. And one of my favourite pieces. Where is it? Where are you? There you are. So we'll add this glass piece in. You see how it's not level here? It's not connected. So all you have to do is bring this one in and level it up. We actually need to bring them up one as well. This is going to be like a walk-up fountain slash water feature. So the guests are going to be able to walk pretty much straight up to this and be able to sit down on it as well. Might sound a bit weird at first, but bear with me and we'll get through it. So it's going to be our main water area here. Now obviously we can't fill this area with water. We could try to bring up the terrain and then bring down the terrain to fit water in, or we could use a centerpiece and then go on to fountains and try to slot one of like these in somehow, but that's not what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is give the effect that there's water flowing through this, but not actually have a source of water. I'll explain more as I'm going through it. So if we get our water, we want, let's press play. See, if we place stuff like this down, it will look like there's water currently running through the system and the areas that are filled up with water. So what we want is, we want water coming from here to start with down into this bit. So the waterfall midsection could do it. I'm going to place two. So I'm going to place the waterfall midsection in there. Make sure you bury the pieces of the waterfall in the wall so you can't see them. Just hold shift, bury it, hold shift and bury it into the actual water fountain. So waterfall top 5 meter. We want waterfall top 5 meter. And again, just bury that in like that. Bury that in like that. And same again on the other side. I'm going to do. Okay, we've got something started now. We've got something started. And now what we want is the rapids. This is the one. Let's rotate it so it's coming towards the corner. Bury it down like so. And then one on the other side, if I can find it again. It's the Water Rapids foam I'm using. That's the name of it, if you was wondering. So yeah, aim it towards the corner again. This is what I think we'll do. I think this will come out looking quite nicely actually. Place that there. go ahead and pause time again now we've got those into place. So actually let's finish off the water. So if we go on to water here and we want jet splash, so jet splash, and we want the small one. Again, just bury it into the ground ever so slightly. We don't want it there, we want it underneath here. That's the one. And then another one on this side. Make sure the water's not flowing out the side of the walls and it's all nice and neat and tidy. Need to do the same on the other side now. We're going to need water coming out of here as well, but before we do that, I want to quickly build. If we go on wall decorations, I'm after a specific item. I don't know what the item's called, so bear with me. No, that wouldn't work, would it? No, I want some what our jet looks like it's firing out of. There it is. That's the piece I'm looking for. Okay, let's recolour this to white, and then we'll go a brown, nice brown colour, I think. White again, and then we'll place one there, one in the middle, and one to the left. We'll get these sunken in. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I can't just leave them sticking out of the wall. I need to sink them in and make sure they're all nice and even. We'll take that a little bit, sink that in, sink that one in, and then back to water. We want jet. I think the medium jet will be fine. Sink that in. Rotate it a little bit. Like so. Duplicate that over. Rotate it again. A bit to the right. Rotate it a bit more. That's the one. Duplicate that over again. Sink it in so it's not showing. Rotate it a little bit. We need to rotate this a little bit. See how it's clipping off the edge here. That'll do. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. We just need to sink this one in because it's showing. The other one's not showing, so that's fine. And then we want to place the ones on the other side, so it's nice and symmetrical. Move this over a little bit. Rotate it again. sink it into the wall, sink this one into the wall, rotate this little tiny bit this way, sink this one into the wall, duplicate this, press X, sink it into the wall, rotate it like so, duplicate it over, and there we go, and that's the water pretty much done. The only other thing we need is the water jet splash small again. If I can find it. Right, so we sink it in, sink it in, sink it in, same on this side. Need to bring that in a little bit more this time. There we go. So press pause. We don't need to see the water right now. Let's get rid of that. Back to construction. So we've got the base done now, we've got the water down now, and we're going to do our custom benches now. So we need to go back onto paths. Let's align to the grid, so our main path's coming from this area. So we want them to be able to come up all the way to there. And around. They can come up all the way to the fountain. We don't want them clipping through the actual structure though, so we don't want to do it underneath really. There we go. So if we go on to facilities now, and we find a little small bench, I figured this one, the New World one, works quite well with this. So we can either have it there or we can have it here. I think I'm gonna go, where's our main path coming from? So they would walk up here. So I'm gonna have it there. And if it fits in right, should do. Just need to get it, a bit fiddly, but come on. There, is that right? Come on, I know you can do it. Come on. He needs to either go here. Wait. There. Whew, didn't think we would get that. We got there in the end. Right, so now we need to go on to plaster. See, things like that can be really fiddly in Planet Zoo, but just keep at it, and you will get it in the end. So what we want to do now is let's rotate this. Let's put our 15-degree rotational angle on. Let's get this in, lower it just above the bench, so the guest will actually sit on this. But you will not see this bench once done. Let's rotate it, line it up. Like so. Let's recolor these to our white. Or you can even make it a different colour, it's up to you. Let's make sure that's nice and tidy and lined up properly. Then we get our wall panel. Another tip is, if you click on this, press advanced move, go into your construction tab, click on a piece, and it will add the piece to the rotational direction of the piece what you originally selected, which is a little tip for you. Easier to line stuff up. See how we're covering the bench here? Just quickly change it to white. Duplicate that over. Select a thinner piece. Actually, that would have worked better, but let's just do this for now. Let's move this over and line it up with this one. Let's do this one this time. This piece is bigger and it'll cover more space for us. Doesn't matter that the pieces are clipping through this wall because this is all going to be filled, so don't worry about that. Let's bring this out, rotate it, let's slot this one in. I decided to do this video this way to add a little bit of a difference to my videos. A lot of my videos are speed builds, and I wanted to do kind of a detailed step-by-step build for you, just so you can follow along more easily and get stuff built what I build really. If you like this kind of way, let me know in the comment section below. I do appreciate all the feedback I get on my videos. So yeah, so we've got one little seating area here. Like I said, the guests will sit on that because there is a bench hidden in the actual structure, and they will sit on that one as well. So now we're going to add a bit of colour. We need to finish off this bit. This bit's easy, so we go on to construction. We need roof. It's the circular roof piece. There it is. Hold shift to bring that up. Let's recolour it. Well, actually, we're going to move that down a little bit. Just a little to there. Back to our good old water. Water jet splash large this time because it's got to cover this whole area. Well, not large, that's really, I didn't realise it was that big. Let's try medium. Sink that in. See how the water is just spreading out and covering pretty much all the way to the outside of the circle. That's what we want. We're going to add a water jet, a large one I think. Let's see how this looks. See how this looks from a distance. It's really starting to come together now. Need to make sure this is central. That looks pretty central to me. Shall we add 2 more? Shall we add a medium one here? Another medium one here maybe? Shall we add a small? You can never have too much water. I love water. But I love water. That sounded a bit weird. I meant like I love building stuff with water in Planet Zoo, and I'm a proper... I've loved fountains and waterfalls all my life growing up as a kid, and swimming. I love swimming. Yeah, I'm a proper little water kid, I think. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. Let's colour this wall piece to brown, and this one to brown. Give it a nice like wood effect. And now we're gonna go with... we need some wood pieces. We need some detailing now, I think. Let's go ahead and pause. There they are. These are my favourite pieces in the game. I use these for pretty much everything. Let's rotate that. Let's just see how they look. Yeah, I think we are. We're gonna go with that. So let's do one there. No, we don't want red. Bring it back. Recolor it. We want brown. Yeah, that's the one. Just looks like a bit of a support beam for the actual fountain. Adds a bit of trim. Adds a bit of eye-catching trim to the whole of the build. Let's bring that one over here like this. Nice, nice. Same again this side. I'm gonna have to dig this one in. Ah, see, we've got a problem. This needs to come more in. And then this needs to be duplicated like that. You see how it wasn't aligned properly? We've sorted that. And now if we go in, it will come down the side instead of digging it into the wall. Place that. So we've got all around the edges now. What we're going to do now is I won't show you this bit. I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do, and then we'll skip forward because I'm sure you don't want to watch this bit. These wood pieces, I'm going to put them all the way around the outside of the fountain. Make sure everything is aligned properly, and I will catch you once I've done that. Okay, we are pretty much done now. As you can see, we have added all the wood all around the edges. I have added quite a bit of detail since we just left off there, but yeah, we've finished off the wood all around the edges. We added these new pillars as well. As you can see, all the lighting is in now. Just these what they called. Let me have a quick look what they called for you. So it's the Planet Zoo hanging lamp, and I just sink that right into the woodwork itself. And I've added these lightings here, so all lights are in. the canopies have been done. Canopies, is that the correct word? Like the hangover for the shading for the seats, as you can see. So it's the New World window cover. I just sunk it into the side of the wall here, used the same wood beams to give it the supported feel and more realistic feel to it. I've also added this little handrail for the seat, and I love this piece, and it's not really a handrail, it's the New World decorative. So basically this piece is made for the education boards, I think. So you put the education board there, you've probably seen it before, but if you sink it right in, it gives a lovely little handrail effect. It's all about improvisation in this game and using things what have already been built for you, but using them in a different way, and that's what I like to do. We added a couple of plant pots with our tropical plants in, just to give it a more tropical feel, and that is pretty much it. We've added these circle lights as well here, as well as lights on top of these hangover parts here. I will show you what it looks like at night time actually, with all the lights added. So we just change it to night time. As you can see, if I do say so myself, it looks really good and really pretty and nice and well lit. I wouldn't mind hanging about here myself if I was having some time out or something to eat while at a zoo. So yeah, that is basically everything. Let's switch it back to daytime quickly, and we are going to end the video now. Oh yeah, let me get my words out. I added some bins as well, because obviously if they are having to sit down here, they're going to need bins to put the rubbish in, whatever they choose to eat while they sat down here. So yeah, that's pretty much everything now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it, helps me a lot. Comment down below if you like this building. The Steam link for this building will also be down below in the description if you're too lazy to build this yourself, for you to put in your own zoos. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and like I always say, my name's Adam, and peace out.